traveling outside the community. That's the whole focus of the staycation promotion. Also, on June the 20th, will be the next day for the community junk drop-off day. This one will be held at Eastside Park, and the time for this is from 8 until 12. And just want to remind everyone, as always, unacceptable items. We do not collect any hazardous tires, batteries, paints, or hazardous chemicals. But all other items are welcome to be dropped off. You just have to furnish proof that you live within the city limits of Douglas. It's a little early, but not too early to go ahead and mention it so people can mark it on your calendar. And that is that the Douglas Exchange Club, once again, is putting together the 4th of July Freedom Fest that will be held at J.C. Adams Municipal Park. The gates will open at 5 p.m. on that day. There will be fireworks after dark. It's free admission, and they have live entertainment and some vendors as well. So for more information, you can get in touch with someone with the Exchange Club or visit our website for details on that. And also on that day, just want to remind everyone, the City of Douglas offices will be closed and will reopen on July the 6th. We're in the process of putting together the South Georgia Outdoor Expo. We're still accepting vendors. If anyone would like booth space inside or outside, they can call the Public Information Department at 383-0277 or visit our website. And hopefully at the next meeting, we'll start bringing forth more information, a little more detail, so that everyone will know what attractions and celebrity appearances will take place during that event. And the last announcement is that the Douglas Police Department is still accepting applications for their Police Citizen Academy program. This will be an 8-week course. You must be 18 years of older to participate in it, and the deadline to register is August the 6th. Excuse me, and that application can be found on our City of Douglas website, or you can go by the Police Department or City Hall to pick up an application to apply. Those are all the announcements I have.
Thank you, Ms. George. Anybody have a question for Ms. George before? Okay. Anyone else? Any other staff? Stephen, tell us about your first day on the job at the swim meet.
Can you get up on the mic for that?
You can come up to the mic. I know a lot of people here in town. Just what a day to get your first day on the job here.
Well, actually, it's been an interesting day, but a great day. I want to just compliment Willis Crockett, Miss Landy, and all the staff over at the district swim meet this morning. It was, as Willis said earlier, a hot and humid day, but I tell you, they weathered the storm and just did a great job of hosting that event. We're looking forward to some great things here in our community. Football registration will be beginning, I think, June 22nd. That's correct, Willis? So make sure we get our kids signed up for youth football and cheerleading. And of course, we have the summer camps going on. So we're trying to keep everyone active and healthy in the community. You know, especially our workforce. You know, a healthy workforce to cut down on the workman comp claims and keeping everybody working. So make sure we stay healthy and get involved with recreation. Douglas County Recreation Parks. Douglas Coffee Recreation Park.
There you go. You'll get. But how many teams we have, Willis, today? You, off the top of your head, how many swimmers?
6 agencies.
6 agencies?
6 agencies.
Okay, great. I know the Stingrays are always, did we win?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. We usually do real well. We have a good staff that does outstanding job with our swimmers and our pool staff. So again, thank y'all. I appreciate the words, Steve, you just let us know. So another great event here in Douglas, hosted by our staff at the Douglas Douglas Coffee County Parks and Recreation Park. I'll get it right as well. Yeah, makes keep Wesley off my back. So. Any other staff at this time? Okay. This time we'll open up the floor for general comments from our audience. If you'd like to comment, please go to the microphone, state your name, if you live in the city, who represents you on the commission, and please ask you to limit your comments to 3 minutes, please. Mr. Levin.
Mayor Commission, I'm Jerome Lovin, American Legion Post 515, and service officer. With me tonight is Sir David Green. He's the Honor Guard Director. We're here tonight to seek some assistance, and first, most of all, is getting to the public. Our intent is to proclaim June as Flag Month. June 14th is Flag Day, and with that, what we want to do is to collect flags throughout the month of June, to take them to the Douglas Police Department there all month long, and on June the 17th from 3 to 6 p.m. they can bring in the Post 515 at 1510 McLean Street. And one day in July, we're thinking July the 25th, we're going to have major burn or dispose of all unserviceable flags. So all unserviceable U.S. flags, United States flags, want to turn them in, Douglas Police Department, as soon as possible in June so we can get them disposed of. Mr. Green has some support requirements that may come about to assist to make this happen if we can, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, just to be briefly, the support that I'm going to go out and work with is, I've already worked with the police department, I've already talked to the chief of police, the fire chief about the needs of having their help at the event. I'll be going out to the Army National Guard and see if I can get them to do the gun salute, since we're unable to still require our rifles for our honor guard here in Coffee County yet. And also asking the city committee commissioners and the county commissioners both to support this by coming out to this event on the day, on the 25th, when we have it. The police department is already going to allow me to put a box in their police station to collect the flags. There'll be a box marked there for disposable of American flags. So I'll pick up the flags there, not every day, but probably once a week or twice a week until the event. Biggest thing, we were trying to get the city and county citizens involved in this. June 14th is Flag Day, but we want to make June the 14th also clean up, get new flags up on the flagpoles. There's people out there flying flags that are disgraceful. I'm proud people fly the flags, but they need to fly them properly. They need to be cleaned up and gotten rid of. So any support I can get from y'all, I'll be going to other organizations bringing this up. I appreciate your helps.
Okay, thank you very much.
One last comment, Mr. Mayor. We do not have flags to issue. We want to collect the unserviceable flags, and we're talking 6 p.m. on the 25th of July. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
That was one of my questions I was going to ask you. The unserviceable flags, you say you didn't have any to put back in that place. What would you do? I mean, they just have to buy a new flag or what?
They have to procure the flags on their own. Now, there's an agency in this city that provide them, but I won't throw their name out there because
I'll throw it out. Okay.
Yeah.
okay, you have to get your own flag, okay? And we'll get rid of the old ones for you.
The purpose is to take care of the old flags, the tattered and worn flags, and then replacements will be forthcoming from wherever you so choose.
And that helps in one of the topics y'all had today about beautifying our city of Douglas by having serviceable flag flying on the flagpoles.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you guys for coming. Okay. Anyone else? Mr. Allen? Sir? Yes, sir. You were scheduled to be here at the work session, but you were not here at the work session. You got 3 minutes, sir. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, so that's fine. You're welcome to come, but we were scheduled in the work session. Yes, sir, you made the request.
Yeah, I made the request, but I thought we was doing that to the commission, not the work session.
If you read the form, sir, it says work session. That's fine. Yes, sir. Be glad for you to come back. Thank you, sir. Anyone else? Okay. This time, ask comments from our commissioners. Commissioner Pearson, would you like to begin, please?
Thank you, Mayor. First, I'd just like to commend our students who completed those essays. Job well done. I was reading them while we were going through the meeting. I was still reading them because they were quite interesting. I liked those comments that those students alluded to. Secondly, I like to ask that we all keep our youth and our young people in our prayers. I think I went to Atlanta this weekend, and I think my daughter was telling me there were like 3 deaths in Douglas, Coffee County this weekend. I think our young people are troubled. We just need to reach out to them, try to help them however we can. It was just so tragic to have 3 deaths in Coffee County with our young people this weekend. My hearts go out to their families. We've got to just keep praying and do everything we can to try to grasp our young people. We're losing them. And I was thinking about, when I grew up, Only thing I heard about, and didn't hear about it till high school, senior year, marijuana, alcohol. But now they're faced with, I hear about this Molly and all these something kind of drugs that make them act all kind of ways. So we're just in praying times, and I just ask the community to do what we can to help our young people. My heart goes out to them. Secondly, Mayor, or thirdly, I just have a concern that I like to address. I got some calls saying that the paper had reported that myself and Commissioner Anderson did not vote for our Parks and Recreation Director, Mr. Young. Used to in the past, the executive session minutes were not exposed like that to show the vote. And the problem that I have is that I feel that it was stated in the paper to try to be a divisive method. So since it was stated in the paper and the calls that I got from people who were concerned as to whether or not I support Mr. Young, I need to address this and make it clear that I do support Mr. Young, and I'll make it clear as to the reason that I voted for Mr. Crockett since this came about. You know, Mr. Crockett is from Douglas, Georgia, been here all his life. I felt he deserved a chance at it. And I'm just saying this mainly, Mr. Young, for your benefit, to let you know that I don't have anything personally against you. I'm willing to work with you like I told you I was when you came the other week. But for those who are concerned in the community as to why I didn't vote, that's the reason why. Because I have known Willis all our lives. He was a local person, wanted to give him a chance. Only reason, nothing personal against you. So I hope I clear that up for the Douglas Enterprise and anybody else who has any concerns, since the Douglas Enterprise felt that they needed to state that. The other thing is, I'm concerned that how they printed in the paper, I got calls saying the arrest of DeCardio Pearson, then at the end of it, DeCardio Pearson is the nephew of Commissioner Olivia Pearson. As I told some of the people who called me, I have never once read in the Douglas Enterprise where they refer to another commissioner when something goes on with family members. But for whatever reason, the Douglas Enterprise feel like they need to do that. You know, there's no animosity in my heart towards you, but I know you're trying to sell papers, but let's not do things to divide our community, to try to make people feel a certain way. We need to do everything we can in our power to bring our community together. So I don't know what the motive was or whatever, but I'm going to continue to pray about this because, you know, I'm striving to make heaven my home. Keep our youth in your prayer. That's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you, ma'am. Commissioner Anderson.
Well, since Ms. Pearson mentioned it, I will say to Mr. Young that I've known Willis ever since he was a little boy, and I've seen him play ball, and I respect Willis, and I think a lot of him, and it's nothing personal to you. You know, I don't want you to feel like that I have anything against you. I don't. I just felt like Ms. Pearson felt the same way I did, you know, that we felt like Willis needed a chance, you know, and that's all, I think that's all a person asks for is a chance, you know. So nothing against you, you know. I'll support you, and I hope and pray you do a great job. And I'm just glad you're here, and you know everything goes well for you. And if I can help, please call on me. Don't let that be a deter that you know, because I don't hold anything against you. It's just that I felt like Willis needed a shot at it, and that was the reason I voted that way. But thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Commissioner Joseph.
I'll agree with Commissioner Pearson. The paper prints a lot of things they shouldn't do. Seem like they put a, I know they got to sell papers, and that's what sells papers. Good news stories don't sell papers. It's something about people. Now, I'm going to take this out. I have one thing I'd like to say. Saturday morning, I left my house. I get up pretty early.
About 12.
And there was joggers going down Chester Avenue, and I almost hit one. As a matter of fact, they almost ran into me. I prepared to stop going on Walker from Chester, and about the time I took off, here come 2 or 3 joggers right almost in my truck. This, and let me tell you this, they were right in the road, 25 feet over, there was plenty of sidewalks. I mean, they just could, all they had to do is go down that sidewalk, but they don't.